Oh, and it looks like we have started the race. Possibly.
Yep, I think we got a little bit of desync between the two
A little
runners
bit of
right now.
desync. That is
We're
no
all
problem.
good. So, welcome everyone. My name is Sten,
I am Tenguliam.
and this is our race of Dact versus Ricky.
So, there's not really much to talk about in Yoshi's Island, to be perfectly honest. But, what we're gonna see here is they're gonna be racing through, Yoshi's Island 1, Yoshi's Island 2, I apologize. Of which is just simply a run and jump platforming level. So, you will be trying to see the runners trying to get a 361 on the timer in the top right-hand corner. And that saves absolutely no time. It's just a very cool thing. And let's see if they get it. Looks like neither of them got it. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's no big deal though. So yeah, World 1 of Super Mario World is pretty much just run like straight up platforming. It's something you see in every category of the game, with the exception of a few dumb memes, really. The jump onto the message box at the beginning of YI3 can be a bit tricky for runners starting out, but both Dact and Ricky have been going at this game for quite a while, so they had no issues with it.
We'll be trying to get a 259 on the timer here. It looks like Dact got it. And the way that that is achieved is by running on those brown platforms that you see there for as long as possible. And it looks like both of them got it, so that's pretty good. Now, we may or may not see a very precise trick in this level from the runners, which is a mid-air shell jump. I'm sure some of you might have seen it. Looks like Dac's not going for it. It doesn't save too much time. I think it saves about half a second, but it is a very precise trick. And oh, Ricky went for it, but he didn't get it. That's a shame.
I'm not surprised that Ricky went for it. I was looking into the background of both of these races, before the match, and Ricky's been running Super Mario World for getting on close to 2 years, but he's mostly run small only, a category in which the shell jump can save significantly more time than most others.
It is a very, very difficult trick, so I'm not surprised if people don't go for it, to be honest.
Yeah. And from what I can see, Ricky's pretty much just picked up No Cake, No Star World for the tournament. And,
ooh,
that is
Ricky taking an unfortunate death.
Yes.
Those, what are they called? Rope grabs? No.
The cage, yeah.
Cage grabs, yeah.
I think he wasn't even going for the cage grab. I think he just jumped a little bit short.
It's very, like, annoying, to be honest. Not a massive time loss, though. He didn't get very far before dying, so it's like a very small time loss, so...
Yeah, so already we're seeing a difference in strats between both of the runners. Dact, you can see, grabbed fire in Iggy's castle, and Ricky has chosen to stay small. I believe this is
probably
usually
for DP3.
Yeah, usually for DP3. DP3 is significantly different depending on what power up you have.
You'll see it when we get to it, but just know that there are two different strats. One is small, one is fire, so it looks like we will hopefully get to see both of them, which is very interesting.
Yeah, so one thing I haven't actually mentioned... Sorry, please continue.
No, that's right. You go.
I was just going to give you a bit more background. So Ricky got a PB in this category 2 days ago, so that's very recent, but he has a 35.09, which is quite a solid time. And Dact PB'd 10 days ago in preparation for the tournament, and got a 35.15, so Ricky currently has the better PB, but only by 6 seconds, so I think we'll be looking at a pretty close race between these two runners. Unfortunately, Ricky not off to the strongest start with that unfortunate death in Iggy's castle. But anything can happen. That time can easily be regained.
Also, do keep in mind that because of the desync, they are actually very close together, even though it doesn't look like it is. It is still an extraordinarily close race at this point, so we cannot predict a winner by any means whatsoever. So here, Dact and Ricky both entering Donut Secret 1, of which is a swimming level. Swimming is really weird in Super Mario World, in which when you hold an item, you go a lot faster than if you were not holding an item. And the only real, like, I guess, strange part of it is that you might see them holding down to swim down instead of, like, what you might imagine just falling. Dact here also entering Ghost House, Donut Ghost House, and he's going to be doing a strat here. Yeah, and he's made it. Basically what we do there is we gain P-speed from the bottom of the stairs in order to jump on the ghost and then make our way up to the top of the door, so then we can end the level without needing to do all the weird puzzle stuff. So it looks like we've resynced, so it'll be slightly easy for you guys to tell. Looks like Ricky got it too.
The thing to note about that boo bounce is if you don't get P-speed there, you can still bounce up, but then the screen won't scroll with you, so you can't actually see the door to enter it, which you don't strictly need, but it is definitely helpful. And if you're fumbling around trying to enter an off-screen door, you can easily get hit by the boo.
Okay, and it looks like Dact actually. Ooh, commentator's curse. Commentator's curse.
That was very good. He got the brown platform to do exactly what you wanted to do, and then unfortunately he just ran off the block, missed his jump. Which
yeah, it is a very tight jump, to be fair.
And with that, Ricky is back in the lead.
Yeah.
Though, looks like he.
Oh, double commentator's curse. Looks like Ricky took a quick death there. Yeah. DP3 is a very punishing level, so.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is if you're entering or if you're small through DP3, it is faster to skip the midway and stay small for the beginning of DP4, which had the unfortunate consequence of Ricky, when Ricky died, he doesn't have the midway and has to do the first half of the level again.
That's unfortunate, but it looks like most of them made it through, so that's good.
Yeah, both runners have made it through DP3. Dact back in the lead, working his way through DP4. Unfortunately, runs off that pipe and loses P-speed. It can be tricky to jump correctly and not run off that sometimes.
And we will see both runners grabbing a Yoshi here.
Yeah, and Dact chooses to grab fire. It's definitely worth having fire for more than it doesn't take 4 seconds to grab it. It's not particularly difficult to grab. And Dact throws his Yoshi here because Yoshi falls faster when Mario is riding him. So you can basically manipulate that in order to throw Yoshi to get him over the pit and then get you over the pit as well.
So Ricky did a little bit of a different strat, but still somewhat similar. And here we see one of the most precise vertical climbs in the run. This is Morton's Castle, of which in this final room we will be seeing the runners do a cycle skip in about 10 seconds from now. And that will basically allow them to run through the rest of the level without waiting for the blocks to scroll back and forth. And it is very precise and very difficult, so we'll see what they can do here.
You're
going to be grabbing this spring?
Yeah, Dact is taking the spring with him. You need to go fairly fast up this level, like pretty much optimally. He may have actually lost too much time there just running into that wall to be able to throw the spring optimally, but chose to take it safe, just throw it into the wall, throw it against the wall instead.
Yeah, so you see Ricky here doing the same. And as well as that, they're going to be killing the boss, Morton, with fire, optimally. Oh, very nice.
Very nice from Ricky.
And the reason why they use fire is because it is slightly faster than doing it small, which is jumping on them 3 times. You can actually just kill them with 2 fireballs and a stomp, which is a lot faster. So it is very easy. And it looks like they're both actually on, like, pretty good pace. Like, despite the deaths, they are very close. It's a very high quality race so far, so I'm excited to see what comes up next. Dact now entering Vanilla Dome with Yoshi. So we're going to see a kind of vertical climb in the next couple levels or so. But here we'll see whether he can fly up to grab the key and move on through the secret exit.
Oh, Dak choosing not to grab that flower. He actually hit the fire block. Would have been a slight detour, but that means he's not going to have a backup flower throughout the top of Vanilla Dome.
That's not a massive deal, but it might detriment later. But we'll see when it comes to it.
It looks like Ricky's made a similar decision also.
Hmm.
Not the extra fire.
Yep.
Which, yeah, shouldn't make any difference in time, like in the length of the run, really. But
Hopefully, yeah.
If you get hit during that top bridge, then
So you
can
did
lose a whole
see.
heap more time.
Yeah, sorry. You did see both of them ditch Yoshi there, and that's that for that single jump, and that's it. That's literally it. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, you ditch Yoshi just because you can. It's far. The time Yoshi or it saves to climb faster by throwing him away. Is less time, or you save more time than the time it takes to grab a new one here in VS2.
And here we see them both grabbing Yoshi for a level coming up in about 3 or 4 levels time, of which is significantly easier to do with Yoshi, but it's not impossible. So I would say a lot of runners still go for Yoshi.
It is technically faster to do this top bridge without Yoshi. Saves a bit of time going through pipes, and but it's far more risky.
Honestly, I don't think anyone goes for it.
Oh yeah, I'm not certain, but I think even the world record, at least the problem is
Yeah, the
there's a
new world record
set
as of today.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, Ricky went for a bit of a different strat. Ooh. Interesting. Never seen that one before. That's pretty cool. So next level, they're going to be entering a water castle, of which is very long, very boring, until the final boss, of which is actually interesting, but for the most part, the only interesting part is right here. Dact is going to enter the pipe and you'll see him drop a little bit lower than expected, a little bit lower than like what you'd expect Mario to drop. And that's solely because he's riding Yoshi. And that's just how the game handles it.
Yeah, interestingly, I think if you wait out the whole cutscene of Yoshi like where Mario gets off Yoshi instead of mashing through it, I think that actually like cancels that out.
Really?
The only issue with that is waiting out the cutscene is extremely slow. And I say the only issue, it's a pretty big issue.
So coming up here, we're going to be entering the Bui Bui fight. Or the Resnor,
if you're
for
American.
English speakers.
And that's a nice Resnor pattern for
Very
that.
nice quick kill there.
Very passive. Resnor can just shoot very rude fireballs and really mess you up.
And fireballs are essentially RNG, so there's nothing really that the runners can do to prevent it.
Yeah.
Looks like Ricky made it through as well.
Yeah, good Resnor fight from Ricky. Nice, kind set of Resnors.
Yeah.
Which is always good to see.
The gods are shining on us tonight. And now, after that very nice water castle, we get an auto-scroller. So, very fun. And the only real strat here is don't die and don't lose Yoshi.
Yeah,
so
not really a strat, more just general advice. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, Ricky's been running this game for going on 2 years, but mostly small only, and only, as far as I know, he only picked up No Cake, No Star World for this tournament, so he has got down to a 35 very quickly. Like, and not just a 35, he's pretty much on the cusp of a 34. And I guess Dak's in the same boat. Well, he's been running for about 3 years. Although he was doing mostly cape stuff for a couple of those. picked up No Cape No Star World first around a year ago. Ended up with a 36, I think, or maybe something, or maybe a 37. I don't recall. And then picked it up again for the tournament recently and taken that down to a 35-15, which is quite a respectable time.
Oh, he's teasing the soft lock.
Oh, there's no issue with soft lock if you're I don't think you can trigger that soft lock with a mushroom. I think it's only an issue with the cape, and you have to be off screen.
I think it's specifically when you change power-up status, like going from cape to fire or fire to cape.
Yeah, thankfully, Dact makes it through Butter Bridge 1 with no issues. He'll be moving on to Butter Bridge 2, which is a relatively... that's part of the reason he grabs this Yoshi, a big reason he grabs this Yoshi here and not in Forest of Illusion 1. Just because this is a tricky stage without Yoshi, but with Yoshi you can just grab this blue shell here, fly over the rest of the level. It's as though you're doing a cape category.
Wow. The reason they do this is primarily because the second half of the level is pretty much what we would consider RNG. It's basically all those flying Koopas that you see in the first half. It's basically that, except it fluctuates, so there's not really a very easy, consistent strat. You kind of just have to wing it and hope for the best. Here we see Dact and Ricky both entering Ludwig's castle, mind-like.
Yeah. And Dact does still have a Fire Flower. Oh, I was a little worried about that ball and chain getting him, but he is fine. So if he can... Keeping this is the most important place to keep Fire Flower, because if you... Fire Flower saves 14 seconds in the Ludwig fight.
And you'll see why.
Yeah. Because unlike Morden and Roy you can just jump on them 3 times in a row, nice and easily. But Ludwig, if you jump on him once, he'll just like slide around on the floor a bunch, jump in the air, do all sorts of somersaults, and you'll have to hit him again a couple of times. Which there is a cycle skip, so you only have to have him jump around once. But thankfully, we don't have to see that. No issues with killing Ludwig here.
Yeah, so it looks like the race is going very well so far. They're still very, very close at this point. Like,
yeah, this is...
Honestly, this current status means nothing. Everything could change in the next... How long have we got? About half an hour? Give or take?
Not half an hour, but...
Not even.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we're probably about 15 to 20 seconds apart, and that's something that could easily come down to clips. It could come down to, well, any sort of mistake.
Yeah. So here we see the runners going through Forest of Illusion 1, of which is full of Wigglers, and Wigglers have very bad hitboxes. So, see how this goes.
Yeah,
yep, Dact going for the backup.
Grabs a Fire Flower in the middle of the level. It's not only a backup flower, but it is also faster. If he keeps this through to the castle, he'll be able to deboost and then grab that flower and keep it through to the Roy fight.
Yeah,
which
Ricky
will
doing
save
the
for
same.
about 4 seconds.
Yeah, so very clean level from Dact right there. See if Ricky can do the same.
Yeah.
Very clean for Ricky as well, yeah.
Neither runner got kicked off Yoshi by that Hammer Bro, which is a good thing to see. The Hammer Bro, although it's based on
a global timer of some kind? Ooh. Okay, so here we see one of the most infamous parts of the run. It's the Yoshi clip, where basically this level... Oh, Dact gets it. This level is very long, it is full of enemies, very laggy. Ricky getting first try clip, wow, okay. That clip is very difficult to manipulate for a real-time runner, and even when you do all of the manipulations that we've got, it's still only about a 75% chance of actually getting the clip. So getting first try clip is actually it's fairly difficult. But Ricky actually saving a little bit of time there with the first try clip as opposed to Dact's second try clip, so I don't know, it's getting pretty close. And oh, looks like Sten has just gone AFK. I'm not exactly sure why. Anyway, so we might see Dact doing a wall jump here. Hey, he gets the wall jump. Wow. Okay. Hey, it's Sten.
So my PC chose a very unfortunate time to blue screen, but I am back.
Oh boy. Okay. That's
Not
very
exactly what you
unfortunate.
want in the middle of a race.
No. So that wall jump there, it's pretty much one of the only real-time wall jumps that is... Oh boy, Ricky getting hit by an unlucky bubble and falling into the pit. Oh man. Unfortunately with this level, bubbles are basically unmanipulatable, so there's nothing we can really do to, like, change it other than, like, holding a shell. And even then, that's very difficult.
Yeah, he
So
kept
basically, if
the
you get
still
hit,
managed to get screwed over.
yeah, even if you get hit over a hole, there's pretty much nothing you can do. But he made it out, so looks like everything is going fine. Dact here will be doing a damage boost with his double fire flower here, so you'll see it.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. That's my fault. Blame that
That's
on me.
unfortunate, but thankfully he did manage to re-grab that flower.
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
he
he
would have had to
ridden
take
the
the
box
ride of
next the rest
shame.
of the way. So, unfortunately, losing a few seconds, but it's definitely not a big deal, especially
Yeah.
with this kind of a lead.
And honestly, Roy is not the worst boss to lose your fire flower to. Oh, Ricky doing a interesting strat there. He basically set up the normal deboost when he didn't have the backup flower, so yeah, still
no
a very,
harm.
very close race.
Yeah. There's no harm in doing that, but it is a little bit safer. Ooh, Ricky having a little bit of trouble
There we
killing Roy. He got dangerously close to climbing all over the walls, but
go.
still successfully beats him.
And now we enter chocolate.
Yeah, so in CI1 we'll be seeing Dact grab a mushroom. And he, unlike most runners, will actually be keeping this through through most of World 7. He keeps it through Choco Ghost House and Chocolate Secret in order to be able to attempt a faster strat without too much risk at the beginning of Chocolate Secret. Sorry, he keeps it through CI2 and the Ghost House.
Yeah, I was
know
gonna
the
say.
little names.
Oh, Ricky going
Ricky's
for
skipping over that mushroom. It'll be interesting to see whether he grabs one later in the level or even in the ghost house, or whether he just does the small only strat.
small only strat is still like viable. It's just slightly more difficult and loses a tiny bit of time.
And it's more risky. There is a chance of dying to the Oh, there we go. He's grabbing the
Alright,
swing.
yeah, he's going for it.
Taking it across the goal for the mushroom.
And we might be seeing them go for suicide door. No,
Opting to take it safe in the race. Can't blame him for
very
that.
fair. Oh,
yeah,
he's doing
going. Yeah, very
Oh.
nice boo bounce.
Interesting. I haven't seen anyone keep the mushroom through Ghost House before, though. Okay, I'm excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, well, he'll. I've seen him doing runs, and he basically does it so that he can stay big at the beginning of Chocolate Secret. And Ricky just taking the more traditional damage boost and then bounce off the boo line.
Yeah.
So the issue with staying big is that it makes this last room of chocolates CI2 a little bit trickier. Because you can't just run under the chucks as Big Mario, you need to bounce off them instead. And good bounce there.
Yeah,
Good set of
pretty
bounces.
much textbook level there with Dact, so very nice. Apart from him being big, but not really relevant.
I believe Ricky we will see go underneath. They'll run underneath.
Yeah, I think that's the strat that he likes to do.
And yep, Dact making full use of this mushroom and actually keeping the mushroom, not getting destroyed by the footballs, thankfully. That's the whole
Ricky
point of
also
keeping the
getting
mushroom there.
literally just so then you don't get hit, is it?
Well, you can get hit, but I guess it's so that you can get hit without dying. Doesn't lose too much time.
Ooh, butt slide. Dact showing off a little bit of swag there.
And Ricky going with the more conventional strat of just taking an extra, like running back and forth there, keeping P-speed and grabbing that shell in order to get kill that chuck and any footballs that he may throw in your way. And ooh, Dact very cleanly making it through this third room, not bouncing on any of those chucks. It is difficult to avoid bouncing on them. Ooh,
Unfortunately, it looks like Ricky lost mushroom.
Which isn't too big a deal. It can, it does make the first room of Wendy's Castle luck-based if you want to go for the Crusher skip, but skipping that only loses maybe a second, probably less.
So Dact might be going for Crusher skip here, I believe?
Believe so. It's not difficult, yeah, just deboost.
Yeah, when you're big, Crusher skip is not terribly difficult. Yeah, I'm not going for the under the source strat, which is ridiculously hard.
Under source strat is not bad. If you can consistently just go for like a 2-frame tap or less of
just a casual 2-frame tap, easy.
It's tricky. Yeah, Dact making it through Wendy's with no issue. Ricky opting not to go for Crusher skip, which is does have a small risk of death as.
Oh, Ricky goes for the 2-frame jump. There you go.
Ooh,
very nice. That is a PogChamp. And he's opted to go for a bit of a different strat here, but still making it through very cleanly. Another thing to note about Wendy here is that basically where she pops up is more or less luck-based. So
it's luck-based, but it will be consistent from the start of the fight.
Yes.
Which I guess doesn't mean that much in an RTA setting anyway.
Yeah. So Chocolate was very notorious for like long, difficult levels, and it looks like both of them made it through very cleanly, so...
Yeah, it looks like they're separated by the length of the cutscene, pretty much, which I think is about 30 seconds.
Yeah, so still very close. So Dact here entering Sunken Ghost Ship. In the second room upcoming here, he's going to attempt a despawn, I believe. In which basically you delay very, very slightly, so then these Boo Cloud guys here, which appear right now, they basically, like, overload the sprites, I guess, and despawn one of the Boo Rings, allowing you to swim through where it would have been, and then I assume he will probably use the mushroom to damage boost through the other one.
Yeah, that's correct. Basically, having the boost of the Boo Cloud still on screen stops the Boo Rings from spawning.
Yeah, so right there is where you would have seen the Boo Cloud, but he actually successfully despawned it. Ricky's doing the same. And here we have the best room in the entire run. For various reasons.
And there's an orb.
Orb. Yeah, so it looks like both of them are gonna make it out of Sunken Ghost Ship. Or
Dak going with a nice early scroll there, so he can just keep running straight under that mole on the stairs.
this level have moles. Moles are not really fun.
Their
Kind of
hitboxes are
annoying.
mean, but it's not really an issue when you're running through small.
That's true, yeah. Which is kind of the reason why we run through small.
Yeah, it's only tends to be an issue when you're either on cape or with Yoshi.
Yeah. Oh, Ricky taking a death to the
Ooh,
unfortunate
that's
mole
unfortunate.
hitbox, yeah. So basically their forehead will kill you, but the top of their head will not. Which is the weird bit.
Unfortunately, at this stage, it looks as though it's Dak's race to lose. Yeah, we're gonna have to see a fairly serious mistake on his part for Ricky to be able to claw it back.
Yeah.
But we are heading into the sandbar, so if Dak gives this an attempt, it's
Oh,
Ooh,
another
I-
death there by Ricky. Yeah, very
That's
bad
unfortunate.
multi-boxes. But everyone, look at Dak's screen and we'll see what he does.
I don't think he's going to attempt it.
Oh, no.
I can't
Okay.
see whether he attempted it or just went late.
Oh, yeah, hard to tell. But honestly, I don't blame him if he didn't, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
It is a 2-frame clip, about 2 frames, give or take, of which saves about 13 seconds. But the penalty of it is death. So, like, honestly, if you don't go for it, it's not a massive deal. And given his lead, I really don't blame him not going for sandbar, to be honest. And Ricky making out of Valley Bowser 1 after a few unfortunate mole incidents, but that is fine.
And gets the lock jump up
Oh,
there.
very nice.
There's a 2 and 3 and 5 chance of getting that jump.
Nice key entry as well.
And Dak moves on to the fortress. Can be a tough
Scroll-
level, but it's very satisfying.
It is. Yeah, Ricky doesn't go for the clip either, I don't blame him. So this level is all about basically P-speed manipulation in order to get to the end of the level while still being speedy. However, it is very, very difficult to keep P-speed underneath all these crushes because basically... Ooh.
Unfortunately,
Being
Dak
in the wrong
clips
spot.
which can be a bit of an issue in the Resnor fight, but thankfully did not cause any issues for him. The platforms tend to be a bit more mean and teleport you around more if you're
Very
small.
nice fight though. Ricky making it out of the sandbar room. He gets the lock jump too, very nice. And we're coming up to the end of the race now, with Dact going into the back door, of which is the variant of Bowser's Castle, which skips the
Ooh.
gauntlet. Ooh,
That's an
interesting.
unusual death, running into the side of that ninja. It's difficult to run into the side of that ninja. He has to have missed jumping on the ninja to the left.
Difficult to die
and
like
not go
that.
far enough to jump on the one to the right. That's strange. And taking revenge on that ninja as well. Fair enough.
Very nice though, he's in the Bowser fight now, and it looks like Ricky is entering the Resnor fight in VOB 4.
Yeah, if Dak doesn't have any issues with the Bowser fight, we should be looking at a lowish 36.
Yeah. The third X, no major glitches are allowed. If you mean like Orb or Cloud are not allowed in this category. Ricky also entering Dark Room. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, so throughout this entire run, it all comes down to literally about 15 seconds so far. More than that, about 30. But both of them being in the Bowser fight at the same time, so close together, is very, very impressive. So kudos to both runners for that.
Yeah, nice looking Bowser fight coming out from that. Pretty much textbook no cape.
Yeah. Getting very fast cycles. Ricky losing Mushroom here, but that's not really big of a deal. You don't necessarily need Mushroom here. Yeah, so Dact in the final phase. Time coming up when the first frame of Peach's animation appears. Oh, very nice. And time there for Dact. Oh! Is that a PB?
No. No, Dak does a 35.
Oh, right, okay, my bad. Yep, so GG to Dact, but still an incredibly close race. So I believe Dact will be joining us for an interview momentarily. And hopefully Ricky might join. I'm not sure whether Japanese stream or not though, if that is currently going on. Ooh, doing a bit of a dangerous strat there, but actually ending up getting it. And time there for Ricky. Very nice run from both of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dak just had a few fewer mistakes.
Ricky's starting again right away.
Ricky's already running it back. That was quick.
He's warmed up, he's rearing and ready to go. Yeah, but that was a very, very clean race. Pretty much no major mistakes other than like a couple of deaths here and there, but not even major deaths for that. So, top tier strats, top tier runners, very impressive. Hey, Dact.
So we are joined by Dact.
Oh, you actually moved me in. I was waiting.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I realized
hello.
that I could, and then I did it.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you
GG
for
on the
commentary.
race.
I wasn't listening, but I'll listen to it later.
Fair enough.
I had the stream up, but I had it muted.
That's fair. Pay attention to your race. That's a sensible thing
Yeah,
to do.
exactly.
So
The oh, I was just going to say, watching the restream gave me enough information to know that I didn't need to go for sandbar. So
yeah, that's reasonable enough.
yeah.
Don't blame you there.
But no, I'm reasonably happy with that. I think only 2 deaths, and one of them was in DP3, so that just happens sometimes. And then
Yeah.
dark room somehow.
Dark room.
Yeah,
The
I
ninja,
don't know how
yeah.
that happened.
I was saying that's a very difficult death.
Yeah,
happen.
I just like walked in. I just jumped like a tiny bit too little and just walked into the guy.
Yeah, because like there's not a huge window where you can like run into him without just bouncing off the one on the left.
Yeah, they have pretty big hitboxes. Anyway, whatever.
And yeah, DP3 was unfortunate. That was you got everything and then
I just walked off the block. Yeah, I just didn't.
That was
jump.
unfortunate, yeah.
Which I know I've done. It happens to the best of us and me as well.
I was I was slightly concerned about if I died, would I be able to do the small strat because I'm not doing it very much. But thankfully that worked out.
Pulled that off perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Kept
very nice
fire.
race from both of you.
Thanks. And yeah, shout out to Ricky. You did a really good job as well. The race ended up being pretty close in the end. It could have been much worse.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So I was having
admiration for just starting a new run immediately. I love it.
yeah, he's going.
Yeah. Sorry, I
running-
interrupted you. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah. Looking at your group, I think there's one race left in your group now, which is
Yeah,
you
me and
versus
Talvani.
And
I feel-
I think, like at this stage, you have three. Ricky has 2 wins and a loss. You have 2 wins, and Talvani has 2 wins and a loss. So either
Oh.
you progress,
Ooh.
and no, Talvani has 1 win and a loss. Sorry. So like either like if
So if I
Talvani
win, me
wins-
and Ricky go through, and if I
if
lose,
Talvani wins,
then
if you lose, then it's 3 of you with 2 wins and 1 loss.
yeah. How does that even get decided? By the time
I-
difference, or
I
like the
guess.
best PB or something?
Maybe as someone that's
price
commentating, I
now.
should know this, but I do
Yeah.
not.
Question, yeah. You might have to do another race, but I doubt it.
I don't know.
Like, that'd
So
be
I guess,
interesting. but-
Maybe
Mhm.
like best single time in the tournament, like best result, I guess.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
Or like lowest sum of the times or something like that.
Maybe. I'm sure there's a ruling on it somewhere.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
I feel like I'm slacking because all of the races that didn't involve me in my group were done before I did my first race. So yeah, 3-way progression. Pop out the rare 3-man layout.
would the 3-way, so would that just be the whoever like first and second progress in that race, and then the last person
I
is out?
guess. Yeah, I
Probably.
guess.
It's top 2 from each group. I guess we'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it.
I should
That will be
research
an
it.
interesting race for sure.
But yeah, I think that's it from us for today. Well, I say that's it from us for today, but by today I mean I'm in Australia. There's only
Yeah,
like an
American
hour
We're all in
today.
Australia, yeah.
American today. There's probably a whole lot on this evening. In fact, I can quickly have a look at what we have coming up. Just give me one moment.
I don't think there's another race on until 8 p.m., I believe, but I could be entirely wrong.
So at 5 p.m. on today, Tuesday, the 28th of January. I'm going to talk in Eastern time for a while. For 5 p.m. we have Fog Dude versus Louis.
Ooh.
After that, immediately after that, at 6 p.m. we have Dots Are Cool versus Ice 9. Or Ice 9? I don't know how to pronounce that. And at 8 p.m. we have Fog Dude versus iDabs. You may know that Dabs beat out Louis in a race in that bracket a few days ago.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
By 3 seconds, yeah.
Fog
Oh,
Dude's
no.
up against a couple of very good runners there. And that's all we've got scheduled for today. And then we'll have races. We've got races scheduled for Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And who knows, maybe someone will
Busy
slip a
weekend.
Thursday one in there.
And all of those races will be taking place right here on SpeedGaming, twitch.tv/SpeedGaming, so don't have to go
Also,
anywhere.
the other speed gaming channels potentially.
One of the 5 speed gaming channels, yeah.
There's 8.
Mm.
And
Oh, there.
seriously?
I've only seen up to 5. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I think there's 8, and then there's the alternate language ones.
Mm. Yes, you can
but-
do Star World without Cape. I mean, you can't do Star World. Wait, yeah, you can. You can do all of Star World without Cape. Yeah, I was thinking of Star World 1, but that's small only that you can't do. Yeah,
So,
you can do all but one of the exits in the game without Cape.
but yeah, it is worth noting all of today's races will be on Speed Gaming, so stay tuned. If you just sit around here, there will be a race in 12 hours.
Give or take?
Hold on,
Just like 10 hours or so.
10 hours. Yeah, just
Yeah.
sit here for 10 hours, watch the blank screen. It will be thrilling.
Or you could go and watch Ricky do attempts again.
Yeah, let's host Ricky.
We can't control that.
I know.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And yeah, tune in later today for more races.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.